Okay,
I'm
okay.
getting
Now,
used to it already.
okay, now I
Yes, sir.
understand from the direction you are coming. Our own, we don't do for the business.
Exactly. So me, I'm just getting used to it.
Okay.
Thank you. So is there
Okay.
any other person that would like to gist me about their day before we start the class proper? Is there any other person? So I believe everybody Saturday is just a random Saturday. So we went for that's nice, that's nice. No one bear aside normal business. No, but that's nice. So before we proceed, before I call on before Oluwapelumi takes the platform takes over, I mean. So I would like if yeah, I know that we did our assignment, and for those that did the assignment, I'm I'm giving let me clap. Let me clap. I'm really glad that majority of us took time to actually submit the assignment before the due time, and I'm really happy about that. Thank you very much for those that took out time to do the assignment, and for those that are yet to submit the assignment. It is well. I cannot say more than than it is well. So we'd like to like run down a bit. Also, I would like to ask a question. How many people went through our course outline? If you did, please you can notify. Like you can you can
Good
like
evening,
react.
everyone.
Hi, good evening. Good
Okay,
evening.
yeah, I've gone through the course outline. However, on Tuesday when the class was held, unfortunately I couldn't
Okay.
join. I had a very terrible network.
Okay.
So, but then I swapped everywhere on Slack. I couldn't find anywhere where we could gain access to the recording of the class. Is this how it's going
Oh
to be, or is
no.
somewhere we can
There
find?
is I Okay. I posted the link to the YouTube where the recording was posted. So probably I'll resend the link. So the last class was recorded already and was posted on the YouTube channel. So I'll resend the link for
Please,
those that
I would really
yes.
appreciate that so I can also do the assignment because
Mm,
I couldn't do anything and it doesn't make sense copying from others on the space.
yeah, I get you. I get you. Thank you very much. I'll resend the link to the YouTube.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
no, no problem, no problem. So aside Abdul Ganyu, Ma, please can I get your name? Because we did
Okay, my name
introduction.
is Rukaya.
Okay, Rukoyat. Rukoyat.
Yes.
So I'm Uluwadam Lola. That's my name. So aside
Nice
Rukoyat,
to
is there
meet
any other
you.
person? Nice to meet you too, Rukoyat.
Sorry, I want to ask. Sorry to cut
Okay.
you. Can we still submit that first assignment? Because I, for particular reason, my Slack wasn't notifying me as of last week. So I just noticed I wasn't getting notifications, and I just
Okay.
sorted that out. So is it possible to still submit the assignment? I've seen the recording, I've watched it, but I felt like since the assignment had a deadline, is it something we
Okay.
can still submit?
Okay. But you can submit yours and probably just private chat me. Do you
Okay
get
then.
me?
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, is there anybody that's gone through the course outline before I call Sapelumi? Sapelumi, please, are you on?
Sorry. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am
Please,
on.
Okay, sir.
please,
Thank you,
I
sir.
could not get the course outline. I told you in the last class. You said you were going to send it.
I
Okay.
resent it though. I sent it and I pinned it. I pinned the message.
Oh, so
When you
sorry.
go to
I'll
your
check it.
class, exactly, check the pin message. You will see it there.
All right. All right. Thank you,
Yes.
ma.
No, no problem. No problem. So, Sapelumi, since I think you can come up right now. Thank you, sir. Please let's put our hands together for our instructor as he comes up. Let's put our hands
Good
together.
evening, everybody. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Awesome. Okay. So how's our week been?
I think I've been stressful. Well, let people talk also though.
So, okay, good. Anybody wants to gist us what's anything spectacular that happened this week?
And so people that are saying their week was stressful, I'm expecting to hear gist now. My own
Abi,
week was
you should give us gist
stressful.
now.
I'm expecting to hear gist.
For
My own week
me,
was
for
stressful.
me,
Though.
we've not had lights. I've been struggling.
Do you?
What band are you?
Okay, we've been having lights, but then it's
But it has
very
not been
low
consistent,
current,
right? Okay.
very low current,
No.
and then it's been very stressful because somehow you want to, read, you want to surf online aside whatever it is you're getting from the trainers. You also want to try to read up on your own. So at the end of the day, I'm forced to have to keep. Wow, similar, well done, fancy people. Thank you. This is a reminder. This is a reminder to God. God, move me to Bandeo. Okay, anyway, so I'm forced to manage my devices to ensure that I can be present in class. That way it's not dead for the period of time that I charged it.
All right.
And it looks like they're working on it, updates, because they shined a very bright one this afternoon. And then hopefully by tomorrow it'll be better. But then that way I'll be able to use my device the way I want.
That's good. That's good.
It's
Then,
totally fine, Sister. I was just kidding too.
Okay. Ramat, I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say my week has been stressful actually because I've engaged myself in a lot of things that I feel like I can't deal with anymore. Like when it comes to trainings and all. Now I'm overwhelmed and I still have like my personal full-time work and I still have the kids. So God help me. I'm getting together.
I can imagine. I
Mm,
know how that feels.
right. So I'm on the edge right now, but I hope I won't trip. I'm open.
No, trust me. So one thing I've always found out is, there's something in physics that you say water finds its own level. Um, one way or the other, all those trainings, all those learnings, they have a way that they come together.
I know.
With time, you will find out that you just naturally tilt towards something.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
that one thing, and all those things you pick by the side, all those trainings, they always add up one way or the
Yeah.
other. So,
I think the good
it's
thing
also
I've done
very,
to myself is everything is related to each other.
God
It's
bless
just
you. So
in
that's
pieces. It's just in
yeah,
pieces. It's in pieces.
yeah.
No, I'll be all right.
And
I'll be all right.
good. And one thing you must do to yourself subconsciously is to make sure that everything you start, you finish.
Hmm.
Yes, that's important.
Amen to
That
that.
is very
Amen to
important.
that.
You
Amen
know,
to that.
no matter how bad, just finish it.
I'll try. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
My goal for this year is consistency. It has to work. I have to finish. I have to be
Very
consistent.
important. Well done. All right. Welcome to class, everybody. Okay, so I
Welcome,
saw
Mr.
the
Palu.
assignments. Even though quite a bit of us use the chat GPT, but it's fine. It's very it's very okay. Like I always tell people, it's not about the cramming or the um I always like to use this example, and I think I mentioned it in last class also that if it is cutlass you know how to use well, use that cutlass well. When you get to work, don't go and carry machine gun. You know, as product managers, it is also very important that you understand yourself. Uh, Aristotle said something: "To thy own self be truth." You know, find out what works for you. Hold on to that works for you, your system, your method, and make sure that that thing that works for you it delivers. But before you get so comfortable in the old chat GPTs and everything, know how to use chat GPT, very well. Know how to use it in a way that it will work and deliver for you. That's just my own. So if it is chat GPT or DeepSeek or even Ifa AI, anyone, know how to use it well to deliver for you, to get you results. So we'll be starting today. We have a lot to cover, but God help us. So let me start from here. What is a product? Oh, yeah. Since we are all chat GPT people, I'm sure a lot of us will have read through what a product is. Don't go and start Googling chat GPT now. So from the top of your head, now, what do you think? If someone asks you what is a product, what will you say a product is?
Something that was manufactured to be sold,
Good.
or to be used, but at least it has to be manufactured and it has to have a purpose.
Good. I like that.
Yeah. Products is anything created that can be exchanged, that is valuable and can be exchanged from one hand to the other.
Awesome. Any other person wants to say anything? Wants to add, remove, subtract?
Good evening.
Good evening, Latika.
Yes,
Good evening, Simi. That's for you. Okay, yes.
yeah, it's
Please go on. Go
yes. Okay, so I believe the product is from what the other two people have said, the product is actually good and also can be a service that is actually manufactured or created to solve a problem and also to how do I say it, to get a solution in a way, and it can actually be digital or a physical product.
Okay.
Great. Everybody is correct. Very correct. All right. So one thing I'll be doing, and what I would like to do is, is to give perspectives before we come to a conclusion of what is what and what is not what. And in giving perspectives, is also making us understand the different kind of arts a product manager wears. And one thing I'm also trying to get us to understand and see clearly is that a lot of times as product managers, you'll be different things to different people, but you're still one thing to everybody. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm.
Can everybody hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please,
we can.
can you say that again? We heard you
Okay.
clearly, but can you just explain that again?
Okay, so I said one key thing as a product manager, one thing you have to understand is this, that as a product manager, you will be many things to different people. So to person A, you may be A. To person B, you'll be B. To person C, you'll be C. But to everybody, you're still one thing to all of them. So it means that as a product manager, in your person or in your skill set, you are a PM. But also being a PM means you wear many hats at different instances. And that's why I was saying, Ramat, that see, everything you are learning, don't think you're wasting your time. They will always come in handy. And I trust that, as we go on in the class, we will all see that. All right. So let's move on. So what is a product? All right. A general definition, a product is anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy a need or a want. General, yeah? Philip Kotler. A businessman, see, a product is a bundle of attributes, features, functions, benefits, uses, capable of exchange or use, or usually a mix of tangible and intangible forms. A technology expert will say it is the end result of a process. That's how a technologist will see a product that provides value, functionality, or utility to users, often through hardware, software, or at times it could be both. How many people have read this book, Lean Startup, by Eric Ries? As a product manager, that should be one of the first books you read. Well, how many people have seen the book? Please just give a wave or in terms of if you have read the book, seen the book. Nobody?
Can we get the name again?
The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. Oh, wow.
I've seen it, but I've not read it. Oh.
I was afraid. Okay, Christiana has raised her hand. Okay, Christiana, are you confirming or you want to ask a question? Okay, she's just confirming. Okay, I was scared first that
Okay, can we have the name of the book, like maybe in the chat or something?
Yes, okay, let me send it in the chat. It's called the Lean Startup.
Lean
Startup. So these are one of the first founders or the early adopters of the concept of product management and even agile development in businesses. It's called the Lean Startup by Eric Ries. Ries or Rice, something. All right. So different people with different definitions of what a product is. But what, in summary, to everybody, what is a product? It's simple. Is a product is anything that is, it can be tangible or intangible, that is created, refined, or offered to fulfill a need or desire, providing value to users in exchange for consumption, use, or purchase. If we break it down, what is this? You're saying a product is anything that is tangible or intangible. So it could be a hardware, it could be a software, it could be a hard copy device or anything. It could be a service. So that is what it is, either created, refined, or offered. Meaning that what? You can build it fresh as new. You can pick what somebody has done before, refine it, rebuild it, add your own features, then offer it. That is what, as an offering, it can be a service. So it doesn't have to even be any product that is very tangible that you can see. It can be a service. Virtual assistant service is a product. And when you do those things, what does it do? It provides, it meets a need. It meets a need or a desire. Do we all remember one of our narratives of last class? The pain and the vitamins. Do we all remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you. We're back there again. You create, you refine, or you offer as a service to fulfill what? A pain or a vitamin. That's the value to users. In exchange for consumption, for use, or purchase. Meaning what? For your users, the value to them is that it meets a need or a desire. For your stakeholders, those are the owners of the businesses or the people investing in the businesses, they get value. Because their own value is what? That users are consuming the product, they are using the product, or they are purchasing a service or something via the product. Do you all agree? Or do you want us to discuss this? Thank you, Rishala Samson. You guys talk now. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So for
Yes, it does.
discussion,
It does.
what do you think?
Yes, it does.
And does this summarize everybody's definition of what a product is? So to
Yes.
everybody, it goes back to that. You are different, you wear different hats. But in the in the lowest common multiple of what you are to everybody is this. You are either offering tangible or intangible services that you either create, you either refine, and you are using those products, tangible and intangible, to meet someone's need or desire. That is the value the users get in exchange for value to your stakeholders. Business case. So we have talked three things. You as a product, you are in business with users, you are in business with your stakeholders. So basically, you are the bridge between user and business owners. Basically, that's what a product does. A bridge between users and business owners. And basically, that's what a product is. Any questions before I go ahead?
Yeah,
No.
please, I have a question.
Yes,
Sometimes some
please
people
go ahead, Mary.
some people say the users are part of the stakeholders. But can we really, because sometimes when you are talking about probably in project management or something, they will say the users are also part of the stakeholders. But is it always right to always separate the users from the stakeholders?
So as a rule of thumb, yes, you could also say users are stakeholders because English-wise, they're actually stakeholders in that project. You know, by virtue of English, they're actually really stakeholders in that project because, you know, their stake is important for the growth of that project. But as a product, it's always it's always advisable you get to be able to separate, you know, users from stakeholders that are business inclined or that are looking for a business value or a business outcome from that product, because the values to them are different. To some people, their value as users is to fulfill a need or a desire. To some people, it might not even be money. We'll get there. Because some people are not even looking to make money from the product. So it's always advisable you separate that because their values are different. All right. Bless you. So what is management?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, Mary. Simply put, it's a process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling resources, such as people, time, and finance, to achieve specific goals efficiently and effectively. It involves decision-making, coordination, and strategy to ensure the success of an organization, business, or projects. So somebody was asking me last time, I can't remember very well, that do we have to manage people in product management? You know, so I think it's part of your answer. In anything you're doing management, you definitely have to manage people. So what is product management itself? The general business perspective, again, we go to perspectives. That what product management is the practice of strategically driving development, market launch, and improvement. That's what PMI says. Marty Kagan says product management is the intersection of business, technology, and user experience, focusing on building products that are valuable, feasible, and usable. For a startup and agile perspective, he says product management is the art and science of discovering a product that is valuable, usable, and feasible. For a marketing and customer-centric perspective, product management is the process of understanding customer needs, defining product strategies, and working with teams to create solutions and deliver value. And from a more strategic perspective, he says is about making the right decisions at the right time to build and maintain products that align with business objectives and customer demands. Do you guys see anything here with this flow? Nobody's talking. So I hope I'm not scaring you about what product management is.
No, sir.
Okay. So are you guys seeing a pattern here that as a product manager, your canvas is so wide? How you can play, where you can play, and why you play is so wide. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
It means that what you can be anything to anybody. You can be many things to one body. You can be many things to many people, and you are still product managing. In summary, if we put everything together, I would say product management is the strategic process of planning, developing, launching, and optimizing a product to meet customers' needs and achieve business goals. It involves identifying market opportunities, defining product vision, collaborating with cross-functional teams, engineering, design, marketing, and sales, and ensuring the product delivers value throughout its life cycle. First thing you do in product management, you plan, you develop, you launch, and you keep optimizing. So it means that what, for a product manager, your job is not a one-off. So the job you do when you are planning is different from the kind of job you do when you are developing. It's different from the kind of job you do when you are launching. Then when all of these, and you're already in market, the kind of job you do to keep optimizing the product. How can it be better? How can we do this? How can we achieve more? Why are you doing this? Because you have to keep meeting your customers' needs, and at the same time, you must keep achieving your stakeholders' business goals, because that is why they are in business. Because if your customers' needs are not met, what's the point of the product? If your stakeholder business goals also are not met, why are they in business? They're just doing, what do they call it? CSR. Even CSR is a business goal. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is it my
sir.
network? People are just taking time to, So it is very important you understand what the entire process of product management takes. It's not it's not something you get in, just brew, and get out. So what are the pillars of a product? And this takes us to the first thing, and first things I want us to understand. Sorry, did we all get to that definition of product management, or do you want us to dwell on it a bit further?
Yeah, good, sir.
Yes, sir. We all got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're clear, we understand. So we have a clear definition of what product management is now.
Sir. Yes.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. So we'll talk about pillars of a product. What do you mean by pillars of a product? So you're asking yourself, I am working on a product. What are the first questions you ask yourself? How do you even know that this thing I'm working on, is it worthy to be called a product? There are 4 questions you need to ask. Okay, they brought this idea. What's the first question you ask yourself? Is it valuable? What need or needs does this product solve? That is, the people that are going to be using this product, what is going to be the value to them? Is it viable? That is, for the stakeholder, what is business benefit to them? For some, it's money. For some, it is reach. For some, it is what do you call this thing? Brand awareness. Feasibility. Is this product feasible? When you say is this product feasible, this idea, can it be built? Can it be easily built? That's another very good question. Because as a product manager, you also don't want to get into a position that your timelines are not clear. So you are thinking that I can use 2 months to build this, or I can use 3 months to build this, but in reality, it's going to take you 2 or 3 years. So what do you think will happen when your stakeholders in month 4 asking you how far, and you have still not gotten past maybe discovery phase. But you said they're going to do this stuff in 3 months now. What's happening? So those are the first things you need to ask yourself. How fast can this be built? Even after we build it, what can we maintain? How can we maintain it? How can we scale it? If you have to start putting more features in more features in the future, you know, how easily can that be done? How easily can we adapt that into our plan, into our development? Now, here is where the concept of MVP starts from. What can we release now? What do we start pushing? What do we start adding later? How feasible is this idea? And lastly, how easy is it to use? Pardon the typo there. I always tell people this, and if you don't take anything from this class, take this tonight. That works. The holy grail of any product is its usability. Can we discuss that? You guys are too silent
Yes,
for me. Let's discuss this.
Yes, sir. Let's discuss.
Sorry, I have a question.
What do you understand? Yes,
I have a
please,
question.
Ramat, go ahead.
So
Yes,
in
please.
all of this now, somebody asked a question earlier and asked that in product management, like the response you said was in product management, you have to separate your users from the stakeholders, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in all of this, I've seen that the user is like the end goal, because they are the one that would say how it's the user that would determine how the functionality of the product, if the product is actually serving the purpose. I know some products can actually, the end goal might be with the business owners, what they want and all. So why do we have to separate both of them? Since they still are looking into the same direction, you're going to still look at how the product is going to help the users, is going to be functional to the users, is valuable to the users as well as the business owners. So why do we have to separate them?
So when I said separate, I'm not saying separate them as entities. They are all stakeholders in the business, you know. But in aspect of the value that is going to be derived from both is different. What person A wants is different from what person B wants.
Person
And
B
you must be able
wants,
to
okay.
and you must be able to give those individual what they want individually. It's not a joint thing.
You want to join thing, sure. I think I understand it better now.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
let me give you a very good example. Do you know that there are products that the user is not your customer? Am I making sense?
Yes, you are.
Now, in that kind of product, if the business or the stakeholders, let me use them, the owners or the business goal is profit, is money, do you really think those stakeholders will be so much about the users?
If the profit is money.
Yes. If what the stakeholders are looking for is profit, we are looking for money to make money from this product.
True. Here, the users are not, because they just need it to move,
You know,
whether
and
you
you have
like
the
it or not.
product. You understand? And the product itself are not the users of the product. They are not the customers. And I'll give you a very good example. EduTech, especially for the especially for the younger classes. Someone saying something. So I mean, I have a 4-year-old daughter. If she's going to take any class online, you know, I'm the one paying. She's not the one paying.
I get your perspective.
I don't know if you get that logic.
I understand.
Yeah.
So,
So
to
the business, for the business
audience,
goals
not your
and for the
child.
business stakeholders, you know, not my child, exactly. Even though it's my child that is using the product,
That
I
is
am their
using it.
customer.
Yes, true.
You understand? I am their customer, but I'm not the one using the product.
Using the product, yeah, I get you now. Just like
So
those
that
that
is
sell
why.
medical equipment.
So that's why a lot of it's very, God bless you. That's another very good example. Somebody say like Indomie. Mary, now wow, me I see it Indomie at times. So
Indomie is not for people that eat it, it's for people that sell it.
you know. So thank you very much, Raman. Well, you see, that's another angle. So it is also very important we get to be able to, identify, the value everybody wants. Because as a product manager, you have to manage everybody. So that is, for me, that's why I believe it's very important to separate them, because you have to be clear, because this kind of example I gave you, if you are going to start doing marketing, who will you be marketing to?
I got you. It's only to the users anyway, definitely.
Exactly.
I think it depends. I think it depends. It depends on what the products you eventually you're selling. It depends on what exactly you are creating.
Selling. So a level of the marketing itself, majority of the market, another very good example, baby food. God bless you, Latifa. Baby doesn't care whether it's not the baby seeing the adverts. My 4-year-old daughter doesn't know the difference between one product and another. I'm not. I'll tell you, sit down. Oh yeah, you're looking at this. Something's even very funny. My wife has this online Bible school they attend. It's just for children, I think under 5 years old, and it happens every Saturday evening, and you will see all of them running, shouting, their mother shouting, "You sit down there, you do this, you do that." For the life of me, I just feel like, why are they stressing these children for crying out loud? When they grow up, whatever they decide to do, it's not by force they must attend Bible class. No, I'm trying to say, catch them young, do them this, do them this. The person providing that service as a product, is targeting my wife, not even my daughter. She's selling that service to my wife, not my daughter. And well, for the life of me, God help that daughter. Whether by crying or by tying her to chair or by shouting and everything, she will attend. So I hope you guys are seeing the dynamics in this management now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're going to discuss this. The holy grail of any product is its usability. Will I start calling names?
Sir, please, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so if we talk about usability, do we mean usefulness? Because I believe usability doesn't necessarily connote or mean usefulness. Something can be usable but not useful.
No. So, okay. This English is getting, but no problem. It's fine. All right. So, usability and usefulness, they are two different things. Useful means it's providing a value for you. Usability means that you can use it. It is operatable. Does that make sense to you, Ori?
Yes, it does. That's what I was actually looking for. Thank you, sir.
Something that is functional for you. So a very good example. What phone do you use, Ori? Or what brand of phone do you use? Android, iOS?
iPhone, iOS.
iPhone. Good. And you like it, you use it. You like it and you use it very well, right?
Yes, I do, sir.
It is usable for you. You can use it. You know how to use it.
Very well.
So you being able to use it, or that learning curve it took you to master the use of that phone, like how long did it take you?
I think just a few days.
Good. That's exactly where I'm going. The holy grail of any product, it's in its ability that is usable. That is, any product you are putting into the market, if people don't get to use it or don't know how to use it, means that product doesn't fit into what you would call a product. It's not yet a product. Whatever you're putting in the market has to be something people can use and people are using. Does it make sense, guys? Are you with me?
Yes, it does now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything you put in the market and people are struggling to use, or it has to take them, uncountable number of days or hours to learn how to use it, or it's going to take a lot of learning, for them. So it's either you pivot it as a professional tool to a specific target, and that target, they are ready to take that learning curve, or you go back to your drawing board and tweak it to in a way that people are using or people can learn to use. God bless you, sir. Toby has said it. Anything you put in the market and people are struggling to use is not yet a product. It's just that clear. So that's why I said, if you're not picking anything today, pick this. The holy grail of any product is its usability. This thing I'm building, is it usable? Are people going to use it? Can people use it? If not, go back to the market. So like I said, if you are getting into this journey of product management and you're starting to pick up any products, what are the first 4 questions you have to ask yourself? Is this product valuable? Is it viable? Is it feasible? And is it usable? If you cannot answer that 4 questions, you don't have a product yet. Questions before we go ahead? Okay, yes, I'll go and get them there. So I said, if you are starting a product management role or job or project, the first 4 questions you need to ask on that idea, on that product idea is what? This product, is it valuable? That is, what needs does it meet for the users? What is the value they are going to get? For the stakeholders, what is their business goal on this idea? What do they want? Is it money? How fast do they want the money? Is it users? How fast do they want the users? Is it brand awareness? How much can we get this product to trend or to be in the market for everybody to use? Is it buildable, feasibility? Can it be built? How long will it take? Can it maintain it? If you're going to add features in the future, how do we develop it now that it is easy for us to do that in the future? Lastly, is it usable? Will people be able to use this if they build it? Are we going to get users? Anything you build that you don't have users, you don't have a product. It's just that simple. Toby Loba, have I answered your question, sir? I'm not sure if it's my answer. Toby Loba, are you there? Okay, I'll just go ahead. I will assume we've answered you. Yes, sir. You're very correct. Good. All right. So who is a product manager? We go back to our perspectives again. How different people see different product manager. The product manager is responsible for aligning product development with business goals, blah, blah, customer-centric perspective, technology perspective, strategic perspective, execution perspective, cross-functional leadership perspective, a data-driven perspective. Again, as a product manager, the hats you will wear, the fields you will play in. So I will jump this, we can all see this later, and go directly to what I would define a product manager as. Is a strategic leader responsible for defining a product vision aligning business goals with customer needs, and guiding cross-functional teams to deliver valuable solutions. They often act as a bridge between stakeholders, ensuring products are feasible, marketable, and user-centric. Using data-driven insights, technology expertise, and execution skills, they oversee the product lifecycle from ideation to launch and continuous improvement to drive growth and innovation. You don't need to cram it. I just want us to understand it. So don't mind the length. So what are we saying? A product manager. As you answer your fourth question, you define your product vision. Where do you see this product going? You align that vision with what your stakeholders are saying. This is what we want as business goals. Then you bridge that with the value you have gotten from your 4 pillars. Then you go into development and working with different teams to deliver valuable solutions back to these customers and to your stakeholders, business owners, to meet your business goals. Basically, you're making sure that all these products, in all these processes rather, this product is feasible, is marketable, and is usable. How do you do that? You use data-driven insights. You use your technology expertise, execution skills. That is all what you do as a product manager, but wearing different hats. And in all of this, that is exactly what you do throughout a product lifecycle. Basically, this is what a product manager is. Do we understand? Do you want me to go deeper? Questions? So has this been a perspective of a product manager you've always had? Or how have you guys been seeing a product manager? Okay, do you want me to go deeper? Okay. All right, so basically what we're saying here is this: as a product manager, what is very foundational for you first, after answering your 4 pillars, to know that, okay, this is a product. This idea is product worthy, is worthy to be called a product. Is now sitting down to say, okay, what is this vision? Your vision will definitely be based on the strategic business goals your stakeholders have placed. But in crafting that vision, you've understood the value this idea will bring to values. You've packed all of this. You've documented your vision. You understand the goals. You understand the values you're trying to push. Then you now sit down with the team that, yes, this is what we want to do. This is product. We start developing. But in your development, don't forget, you have a vision, you have a goal, you have needs. You know the value of this development to this customer and to this stakeholder. So basically, as a product manager, the basic thing you do is what? You are the bridge between business owners, stakeholders, or between, let me use business goals, customers that have a need or a desire to be met. So you are telling people that have a business goal, stakeholders, that I like this your idea, and you are looking for customers to say, I have this idea that meets a need or a desire for you. What you're doing between that process with cross-functional teams It's your cross to carry. That is what you do as a product manager. You are the in-between of everybody, basically. Does it feel overwhelming? I hope I'm not scaring you people what product management is.
No, sir.
Is it getting clearer?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You're good.
Good. And this is what you do day to day, from ideation to launch and continuous improvement. At the end of the day, what is most important is you are driving growth and innovation. As a product manager, this is what your system looks like. You are the heart of the customer, business, and technology, basically. All that grammar, that's what we said. You are the person that the business person will look to. You are the person the customer is looking to. You are the person technology is looking to. And you are the person that fuses the three of them together. You fuse business and customer together using technology, basically. Well, I won't use the word intermediary. I will say more like a fuse. A product manager is what fuses everybody together. So if you are looking for one person that carries vision of what this product does, that understands the A to Z of this product, is the product manager. That understands the why, the what, is the product manager. And as you continue your day to day, you continue to iterate from launch. You continue to, see how this is better. How can we make it better? You are meeting customer needs. You will find out that this is what the life of a product manager is. You have to deal with customers. You have to deal with support channels, operations, executives, partners, marketing, sales, legal, press analytics, finance, everything. Because you have drafted a vision for everybody. Do we agree? Or do you want us to discuss? Do you have something a bit different or seriously different? I'm really on talking. You guys are not talking.
I agree, sir.
Thank you.
Please, sir, can you please give more insight into all of these rules that you're trying to explain how a product manager has to be in all of this?
So technically, the product manager does not have to be in all of them. But the product manager's work that he has set, when he was beginning the journey of that product, is what everybody works with. And whenever any of the person is going offline or is not aligning, product manager is the person that aligns the person back that, no, this is what we are trying to achieve here. Because you carry the vision. You are driving everybody. Now, this is where it gets a bit funny. You necessarily don't have to be their boss. You don't even have to be the most senior person or anything. But you are the one person that understands the A to the Z of the product. You know why? You have spoken to customers. You know how they want to be serviced. You know what they are looking to. If you come to partners that are developers and they are giving you something, that doesn't align with what the customer says he needs, who do you think will shout? Or who do you think is responsible? Or who do you think will know that, what we are building, we're just wasting time? Because if there's no link here, you will find out that your partners that are developers, they have built what your customers are not going to use. I don't know if you guys get me. So your partners will feel like, yes, we did badass job. that development, we use Java and C++ and C Sharp, then we went to code it in the moon, then we hosted under the ocean. As technical as all that can be, is it valuable to the customers? No. Has your product succeeded? Has your product scaled? No. But you as a product manager, you already know straight away that this is not what my customers want. And in that same way, you work with everybody in those different categories, from customers to support channels and everything. So I wouldn't say middlemen, Latif. I would say more of like you are a chain that holds everybody together. You are a chain that ties everybody together to focus on the goal. Exactly. Like a glue. You glue everybody together. God bless you. Well, I won't relatively say the source, because the source might be the idea. As a product manager, it doesn't have to be your business idea. But you have taken the idea from the person that owns the idea. I have been able to, create a vision out of it and interpret it for everybody to work with. You can have an idea and don't know how to place it for everybody to work with. Your job as a PM is to collect that idea and put it in format, in structure, in systems that can get it running and rolling. That's your job.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Wow, we spent 1 hour already. We have 1 more hour to go. Wow. Okay. So moving to the next item I want us to talk on. Okay. God bless you, Similolua. I like that. I love that. You are the eagle that is watching everybody and guiding. Thank you, Similolua. So we'll move to product thinking. As a product manager, how do you think? We've seen what you do, you've seen what you are, you've seen how you should be, but how do you do it? How do you think as a product manager? There's something I like to call product thinking. The products and this is a typo here. Forgive me. This should be the problem and solution perspective. The problem and solution perspective. I'll correct that before I share. Damilola, please remind me, please. Thank you. Our testing said, if I had an hour to solve a problem, I will spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes talking about the solution. That's insane, right? That doesn't make sense. How many of us can do this? There's a problem. You first spend like 55 minutes analyzing it. You call it analysis paralysis. So let's discuss. Let's discuss. And I'm going somewhere with this. Share a digital product you use daily. A digital product you use daily. What problem does it solve for you? And what value do you think the owners are getting from them solving that problem for you? Who wants to go first? Everybody has been quiet now. I have to force everybody to start talking. Yeah. Who wants to build the cat?
Well,
Yes,
I
Mary,
would think of,
please. Mary, please.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Mary Akon will go first. Mary, your last thing, please hold on. Mary Akon, please go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah, I would think of WhatsApp. Problem
Everybody
WhatsApp
loves
is
WhatsApp.
solving for me. Yeah. WhatsApp helps me to talk to my customers, to relate with my customers. It's it helps me to nurture my customers and convert them. Now, how are they making their money from WhatsApp? Well, I would think since Facebook owns WhatsApp, I usually pay Facebook to get customers for me and then bring them to WhatsApp to nurture. I've never really paid anything to WhatsApp, even though they're not monetizing WhatsApp. Like you can have this verified stuff and stuff like that. But I think that's
Okay.
where they are getting the money from.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you very much, Mary. Good. Mary Olaseyinde. Olaseyinde. Please unmute.
Okay, good evening, sir. So the one
Good
product
evening,
I would
ma'am.
think I use every single day would be um a bathing soap. As simple as it is.
Okay.
There is this sense of,
I like
especially this period of heat. Ah,
good.
there's this sense of when you just finish bathing, especially when your bathing soap gives you this cool freshness and a nice scent when you are done. So by the time I buy a bathing soap, I feel relaxed after
Good.
bathing. I feel comfortable. They are making their money from the soap I'm buying. So every single time their money keeps growing, and they know fully well their customers are getting comfort from their soap. So it's a win-win for everybody. I win, they win.
Good. So basically a comfort problem.
Yes.
A, a problem of, in this heat period, it cools you down, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Yeah. Chine, please unmute and speak, please. I can't hear you.
Can you hear now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I would say one digital product that I use virtually every day is my bank app. To be specific, my
All
GT
right,
Bank
good.
app. And what it does for me is that
That's
it
interesting.
allows me send money. It allows me
Good.
transfer money to my loved ones, pay for services, and also receive payments from my customers. And part of the value they
Your
get from
customers.
me is that the more money I send, the more money they make from the different charges and all the other costs that comes with me sending doing my own bank transactions. So yeah, my bank app is
Okay.
one app that does it for me.
All right. Good. Good. Thank you, Chineke. Latifa. Latifa, please unmute and speak, Latifa. Okay, we can hear from Latifa. Akintola Damilola, you go ahead. Damilola, are you speaking? You can unmute and speak. Okay.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Sorry.
Okay, Damilola, yes, go
I'm
ahead,
here,
please.
sir.
Okay.
I said a digital product I use daily is YouTube.
Okay, please go ahead.
YouTube. And it's helped me solve the problem
Nice
of
one. What problem does YouTube solve for you?
entertainment. Maybe I need to check movies or learn new skills. Maybe I want to quickly learn something
Good.
that I needed urgently. I can just go there to check anything. Tell me to solve instant problem. Okay, if I need to do something, I can go there to check how it's being done. And what value do you think the owner gets their how did they get value? I think it's through art. Some businessmen and women pay you to help them promote their services, like through art advertisements. By watching it, I can just see a new product like, okay, this is this. I think that is how they generate their money through art.
All right. Thank you very much. Taiwo Abimbola, please unmute and speak, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you very much for the section.
one of the digital products that I've used daily would be the Shuttlers app. The Shuttlers app has helped to take me from one location to another. So that's how it works for me. At times, I may not be getting to my main destination in as much as payment is made on their app. Through the route you're going through, you can alight at anywhere, K2 or Jota, Palm Grove, before you get to their final destination. Maybe my home, for example, Yaba. And one of the value that it has brought to them is the fact that it's they get more traction from other people that use it. For example, my company, 140 persons may register and just 50 persons may be using it, but they've made payments for them. So they get more money from that. And sometimes I may not get to use it. At the end of the day, the money doesn't come back to me. It goes to them. So they get a lot of gain, paying like close to 3,000 naira from here to Yaba on a go for just one seat in like a 15-seater bus. I think that's one way they get more value. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Awesome. So it solves the transportation problem.
Of course.
All right. Good. Adavi, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I think
Good
a
evening.
digital product I use daily should be Telegram because I'm
Okay.
currently attending classes on Telegram, like an online for Jam. I attend classes on Telegram and I registered late, but on registering on Telegram, I was able to have access to the past class. So I do go to Telegram every day for my notes and everything. So I don't really know how they benefit though, but I know that most features to use on Telegram, we have to go for the premium version, and that premium version costs a lot. And some people, them having a group in Telegram, it's over 2,000 members. So I think they also pay Telegram to be able to conduct classes there.
Awesome. Awesome. Good one. Good one. Good one. All right. Latifa, please go ahead. You want to say something here?
Okay. Sorry. I think a digital product I would actually say I use it's Google, to be honest, like Google. Because with Google you can nobody that would say they don't spend a day not going to Google. So I just feel like Google is one of the products that I actually use very well, a digital
What
product.
problem does
It solves
Google solve for you?
it solves a lot of like information. You need any kind of information, you go to Google to get it. You need anything. In fact, even some people, even if they want to like get an information about the other digital products, it's Google they actually run to. So
All
I
right,
think
good,
it solves
good.
that information bridging and shares and all that. So
So it
yeah.
solves a knowledge problem for you. Good.
Yeah, a knowledge problem for people.
All right. Ahmed Oyemi.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. So from my own end,
See the
I
chat
think it's
GPT people
better.
already commenting.
Yes, from my
Please
own
go ahead.
end, I think it's a POS machine because it really
Good.
gave me some avenue that at least I don't try to just go down to the ATM machine because most of the ATM machines are ATM machines, so there's not even money inside it. At least in a particular day I withdraw, I can usually use any kind of POS, be it money points and the other and the likes, and it's really solved financial money for me, financial aspect for me. So for me going back to the banks and the likes. So and at the end, they also receive from their own end, it's add value in terms of probably maybe all these 2 naira, 3 naira to the complaint, to the host complaint. So I think POS is the best aspect for me.
Okay. So Stephen K is asking, Samuel, we already know the chat GPT people. Samuel will go down. So I'm just gonna look for assignments and I'll see if chat GPT used to answer it. He said he gets information with the speed of light. That's good. So Stephen K says, is POS machine a digital product? Just asking. Yes, it is, because it provides, even though the product might not look digital because the hardware might not look digital, but the service itself is a product on its own. Mary, your hand is okay. Okay, LinkedIn, nice one, very good. Zainab, please go ahead.
Good evening. Please confirm you can hear
Good
me.
evening. Yes, we can hear you
Okay,
loud
so
and
I
clear.
tell product that I know that I make use every day of my life since the launch of it is TikTok. And the things I've been benefiting from this app is I noticed that most of this app, it depends on the algorithm you're searching for. So I noticed that I search mostly for courses, tech courses and all that. And I noticed that if I type anything on TikTok, it is going to bring me like a related video of what that course in particular, even if it is not a course, if it is maybe drug, maybe something we use. If I type it on TikTok, it brings me like there's always like a video reference for it. So it serves as a knowledge base use for me. And I know that watching each video, TikTok generates a lot of money from it. So for example, now I got to know about this class on TikTok. So it serves a lot of purpose for me too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Chinenye, do you want to say something? Your hands are still raised. Okay. Tara Bimbola, please go ahead. Zainab, please, if you are done, you can raise your hand.
Yes, thank you very much. So I just wanted to put this out there again. I noticed something in one of the apps that I've actually used daily, which is Pinterest. I've been using Pinterest now for like, if not going to 13 years. And this app has really helped me with a lot of, in the area of my writing, because I write too, and in areas of quotes, in areas of checking for videos, clothes, dresses, and all that. And I noticed that I can download all my pictures. If I have an image to download, I can download it. But you see videos, it's very, very difficult for me to download videos. Rather, I will save it on my pin. When I save it, I will still need to go back and use internet to watch it. So one of the value it does for me is that it helps me to solve tasks easily. For example, I'm looking for a wear, I can just put the picture, it's going to scan and give me relatable dresses to the wear, to the dress I want to put on. And also for videos, I can go back there and watch it. So the value it does for me is a lot. And the value I bring back to them too is even, because I go back there to watch multiple videos and I believe true that they're getting liquid money and all that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. So Mary will be the last person for this session. So Mary, please go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Mary,
The one,
yes.
the one digital product I'll talk about again is Canvas. Canva is a graphic design app. It makes it easy for me to design my graphics. It makes it faster, simple, and it always comes out very nice. And how do they make their money? There's Canva Pro. From Canva Pro, you pay for it per month or per year. So everybody wins. So that's the one thing I know. Wow. Canva, yes.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, everybody. Very good insights. Mary, please, can you put your hand down so that we know when the next person raises up their hand? Okay. So I've seen everybody talked, but what I've noticed is if we go back, we're talking about product thinking, the problem and solution perspective. Right now, everybody is talking, it can do this, it can do this, it can do this, it can do this. Even though a lot I was chipping in, what is the problem? What is the problem? We're all focused on the solution. As product managers, you have to consciously train yourself to be able to pick out problems, identify problems, as unmotivational that might sound, but it is your being as a product manager to be able to identify problems easily. So let's do this very simple example. What problems do your bank app solve for you? Good, I said GTB. I put GTB there for you. Then the OPay people, there's OPay by the side. How do you train yourself to look at problems? We are using banking apps as an example, right? One is this: the stress of transiting to physical bank branch to perform transaction. I don't want to be doing all that while. Do you guys remember the days when we used to buy scratch cards to load our phones? I think it's only the younger people that are here. How many people remember those days?
Yes, sir.
We literally have to buy scratch
Yes,
cards
sir.
to load phones. You know how hectic it is. At times you buy scratch card again, you keep. God help you if you misplace it. You know, like, voila.
You scratch one number off.
Oh, God bless you. When you scratch it, some people say they first put soap before you scratch. You know, it was hectic. You know, or maybe their printer printed the number did not show well. You know, or you have to go and pay for NEPA or DSTV. You queue. Have you guys seen that? That's a problem. So what do the banks do? They prefer solution to you for you to be able to transfer money to friends and family. So yes, we all transfer. Everybody sees yes, tells me transfer. But in it helping you transfer, what is the problem that this solution is for? I don't want to go to bank. I don't want to waste transport money to bank. I don't want to be bothering myself with scratching card and everything. I can just load my phone from my app straight. My DSTV and my NEPA, I can pay directly from my app. Guys, if you understand the problem solution perspective now. So as a product manager, I'm not building a transfer feature because I just want to transfer money to friends and family. I'm building a transfer feature because I don't want people to waste time coming to bank to perform transaction. I don't want my bank branch to be full. That is the problem I am trying to solve. That is the problem I saw. And my solution to that problem is what? Transfer feature via mobile apps. Let's try this. Let's discuss this, guys. What these guys see in this picture? Yeah, it's up for discussion. Let's talk. What do you guys see? What's the problem here? What's the solution here? Nobody's talking.
Sorry, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at on my own end. I don't know.
You're looking at the hole with a drill. Yes, that's a drilling machine. You're correct somehow. Oh, so sorry. I mean network. It's a drilling machine with a hole. Okay, let me help you. Start with save time.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe you wanted to say something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. From what I'm seeing, you said what was the problem, what was the solution? When before drilling machine came into existence, people usually drill holes by using holes or using hoe. So that's time consuming, straining, and it takes a lot of energy from the body. But with the use of drilling machine, it's fast, it's efficient, and it's clean. It does a very clean job. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure though.
All right, thank you, Mary. Okay. But once you look at it, I've actually put the answer there. If you read that quote well, you get it now. Come on, this you want to talk?
No, she has said what was on my mind.
Yes. So the problem here, don't get it. It's not about the drilling machine. Guys, don't forget it. Chineye, you raised your hand. Chineye, you want to talk? Please go ahead, Chineye.
I wanted to talk about the problem.
God bless you.
Like,
Please go ahead.
based on the quote you also put and looking at the picture, because initially I didn't understand the picture, but the quote made me understand. So people wanted a specific size of the hole they wanted to drill. They just
That's all.
wanted a hole that was 1/4 inch in size and
That's all.
perfect. So that's the problem they had.
Thank you very much. It's just that very simple. This person just needs a 1/4 inch. Oh, either it is from drill, or it's from saw, or it's nail, or it's anvil. What the client needs is a quarter inch hole. Guys, don't forget. Problem, value, solution. What is the problem? This client needs a hole. What's the solution? How do we get him a hole? There are different methods as a product manager to get him that value. Guys, do we understand now? Problem, solution, perspective. Because as product managers, you don't understand the problem, you can't provide adequate solution. This same O, you could have used anything to make the O. Do you guys get it? You could have used any equipment to make the O. So if you are still saying that, we are professionals, my uncle owns Julius Berger, I'm going to go and bring one of their cranes. If you drop the jigger of the crane like this one time to quarter inch straight, and there's somebody by the side there that has nail and hammer, and they are just quickly done marking and use hammer to draw a hole. While the Julius Berger looks nice, it looks appealing, but it provided value to the client. Now you now start having discussion of one person use drill, one person use crane. That one is methodology and talk. The value to the client is that the client has a problem and he needs a hole. People don't want to buy a quarter inch drill. They want a quarter inch hole. That is the need. That is the problem. Are we getting something tonight, guys? Mary and Chine, your hands are still up. Do you guys want to comment or anything?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are we getting things tonight? Are we seeing these perspectives? As product managers, you must know how to detail problems. You must know how to see problems. You must know how to. Okay. My namesake says he wants me to be more explicit. Toby, can you talk? So what do you mean by being more explicit? What don't you understand? Help me. If you can't talk, you can drop a message. Okay, yes, Toby, please unmute and speak, please. Toby, you can unmute and talk, please. Toby, can you hear me? Your mic is cracking, seriously.
Can we hear me now?
I'm struggling to hear you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Can
much
we hear me
better
now?
now. Good evening, Toby. Yes, clearly, I can hear you clearly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly, loud and clear.
Okay, my question is, I want you to explain the part where it says they want a quarter inch hole, because it's still sounding to me like a parable anyways. So I want to be
It sounded
cleared
to you
on
like?
that. Like a parable.
Okay. So, like a
Thank you,
parable.
sir.
Okay, so in this scenario, yes, in this scenario, Toby, what is the need of the client? What does the client need? Toby with me? Okay, let me put it this way. I want somebody that understands it to help me do a narration to Toby. Thank you, Zainab. Zainab, can you help us? Chineye, okay. Chineye, your hand is up.
Okay, the way I will explain it to Toby is this. What this picture is saying is that you as a customer, you don't care about how fancy or how elaborate the equipment is. You just want the solution to your problem. In this case, I want to dig a hole. I just want to dig a hole. Whether you want to give me one very big skyscraper machine, or you want to give me is a machine that is as small as a spoon that will give me my hole. All I want is a quarter inch hole. I don't want to buy whether it's a quarter inch drill or anything. So I don't know if it answers you now.
Yeah, I get
Toby,
it
does
now.
that
I
answer your question?
understand now. Thank
Good.
you. Yes,
So
yes, he does.
thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
thank you, Toby. Thank you, Chine. I like this. So it shows that everybody's getting the analogy. That's what I wanted them to. So in essence, he's saying that what, as a product manager, your focus should always be the problem first. What is the problem? The client needs a hole. And he doesn't just, thank you, Samuel. He doesn't just want any type of hole. He wants a quarter-inch hole. How you get it done, or how you provide it is immaterial. What is important is that as a product manager, you have provided a system or a process that gets value to this customer. And what is that value? There's a O. If you take it into product management terms, it means what? In whatever you do, focus on problems, solve problems. That's what you do as product managers. And the only way you solve problem is that you provide value for your client's needs and desire. Shikena. But how can you provide value if you don't understand the problem? Because in this same narration, imagine if the PM has been focusing on drill and maybe there is scissors by his side. Do you guys get me? So you'll have spent so much to provide value when you could have just done little, because you simply don't just understand the problem of the clients. And that is the need, the essence of this product thinking, the problem and solution perspective. Are we clear on this, guys? Can we move ahead? We have about 30 minutes more. We still have a lot to cover, and I'm trying to see if we can finish everything this weekend. Can we move ahead? Do we understand this? Thank you, guys. Thank you. In essence, as product managers, we say what? Learn to fall in love with the problem, not the solution. Guys, as PMs, your focus has to be the problem. Problem. Where is the problem in this? What is the problem in this place? What is the issue here? What are we trying to solve? What do you need? What is value for you? So those are your questions as PMs. What do you want? All right, moving ahead. Also one very, very funny, very important, sorry to use the word funny, that we need to elicit and talk about is the management of role. Who is a product manager? Who is a program manager? Who is a project manager? And how are they different from each other? And what's the collaboration style between them? Ramat, yes, please go ahead, please. You want to ask a question? Toby, okay, hands are also up.
So I'm sorry, I'm
Okay.
driving, or you might be hearing some background.
Yes. Okay, that's fine.
So I've been waiting for you to actually get this question, because I've always seen project management and product management as similar things. But from all your explanations today, I've seen the outright difference.
Yes, they're actually very different.
They are different. So a project, okay, I'll just use that like a scenario. Like you want to do let's say like a showcase, a car showcase. Now, you get what I mean? Like an office where you can showcase cars. So there are going to be different projects that need to be sorted out. That's where the project manager comes in. He plans out each project, like the planning for, okay, what needs to be done, what needs to come into place, the buildings and all those things. I might be wrong, just correct.
That's fine.
Buildings, the color and everything. The project manager is the one that's in charge of how everything will come into place. Now, there are going to be more than one project to solve this. There are going to be different type of projects, like different type of projects to look at. The company might be having like 2-3 different projects. The combination of all these projects is where the program manager comes. For this showcase now, the
way the showcase starts from beginning to the end, it would be like to how the customers start getting the cars and start like the functionality of the showcase and everything. It doesn't end with the project management, with the project manager. It ends with the product manager. I don't know if I make sense.
Thank you very much, Ramat. Yeah, very, very. I love your analysis. Steven, I like your analysis. Both program and project managers work for the product manager. Well, like you said, your take. Actually, they don't work for the product manager. So don't see it as somebody reports to somebody. You know, it's not like that. In product management, you don't see it that way. You are technically not the boss, even though you lead from behind. They work with the product manager. They don't work for the product manager. I just wanted to clarify that. All right, so let's get into it. What is the focus area of the PM, of the product manager? You know, its focus is on the vision, strategy, and customer needs. Just like Ramat said, a program manager focuses on multiple projects that are related. So imagine you have plenty AI projects, and different project managers manage different aspects of an AI project. The program manager would oversee all the AI initiatives of an organization. So technically, it's overseeing all the AI projects. But what that AI project or that AI product is providing in terms of vision, strategy, and what is to be developed, that sits with the product manager. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me,
No,
guys?
sir, I didn't get it, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You didn't get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So basically what I'm saying is this. You have an organization, you have an initiative, you have an AI initiative. But under the AI initiative, there are different AI projects. Maybe there's an AI project 1, there's an ML machine learning project 2, you know, that have different project managers that oversee them. The program manager oversees the whole AI initiative. The project manager works on specific AI projects, but all the AI projects still comes under one AI initiative that is being managed by the program manager. But the product manager focuses on what they are building, the vision, strategy, and the needs that guides the AI initiatives. Why are we doing AI? What is it for? What value is this AI initiative we are trying to do? That's it with the product manager. The program manager coordinates all the products, all the projects under the AI initiatives. And the project managers execute each of those projects individually as regards timeline, scope, and delivery. Are we clear now? Mary, do you get it now? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Just like I said, what are the outcomes for the product manager? A successful product that meets customer needs and business goals. Shikena. For the program manager, what is his own outcome? His outcome is simple. His program is cohesive enough that it accommodates different projects and they all feed into the larger initiative goal. For the project, his outcome is simple. Deliver a completed project on time and within scope. Simple. What are their key responsibilities? For a product manager, defines the product vision, roadmap, and features. He works with engineering, design, and marketing to build the right product. Program manager oversees and coordinates interrelated projects, ensuring they align with the business strategy and dependencies are all managed. For the project manager, his responsibility is to plan, organize, and execute a project within a defined timeline, a budget, and scope, and ensures it is delivered. That's the difference between all of them. In essence, what are we saying? In summary, what are we saying? The product manager owns the what and the why, the vision and the strategy. The program manager, he oversees how multiple projects align. The project manager ensures the when and how a specific project gets done, execution and delivery. That's his own job. Does this give perspective, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Good, good. Thank you. Good. So with that, we'll move to our next section. It's talking about specialized roles in product management. Somebody's hand is up. Please unmute and speak. Okay, the person's hand is down again. Okay, I thought I already changed that. Okay. We believe that product management has evolved into several specialized roles, each focusing on different aspects of the product lifecycle. And these are some of the specialized roles. Basically, thank you, Iniolua. You're very correct. So today, what are the core product roles we have? We have generalist product manager. So you guys remember very well, we're talking about niche roles and which aspect of product management you want to move in. So this is where we get into it. We have the generalist product manager. Everybody calls them PM. Basically, he oversees the entire product lifecycle, balancing strategy, execution, and cross-functional collaboration. We also have technical product managers. They work closely with engineering teams, focusing on API integrations, infrastructure, and tech-heavy products. Growth product managers. They focus on user acquisition, retention, and monetization, often using A/B testing and data analytics to work. You also have people we call platform product managers. They manage backend services, APIs, and systems that power multiple products within an organization. So we also have a AI ML product manager. They specialize in artificial intelligence and machine learning products, working with data scientists and engineers. We also have data product manager. They focus on data infrastructure, they focus on product analytics and product insights, ensuring that when you make decisions, they are data-driven decisions. We have mobile product managers. They specialize in mobile app developments and cross-platform solutions. We have B2B product managers. They manage products designed for businesses, focusing on enterprise-level solutions, SaaS, and customer success products. We also have a B2C product manager who focuses on consumer-facing products, ensuring usability and engagement and growth. Okay, Toby's asking what the meaning of ML means machine learning. So your AI runs on ML, they run on machine learning. So this is where they train machines or they train, they call it NLP. I've forgotten the full meaning of the NLP. What is coming to me in NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. That's not the meaning of the NLP.
Natural language processing.
Natural language, thank you. Natural language
processing.
Yes, thank you very much. Natural language processing. Thank you. Yes.
Put all the 5 messages in a block.
Okay, you're very correct. So that's really what your ML does. Your machine learning. That's what they use to train AIs and things like that. So those are core product roles. So if you look at some 1 minute, please. Strategic and business-oriented roles. We have product strategy managers. They focus on long-term visions, market positioning, and competitive strategy. We have monetization product managers. They specialize in pricing models, subscriptions, and revenue optimization. We have e-commerce product managers. They manage online shopping experience, payment systems, and logistics. We have fintech product managers. They specialize in digital banking, payments, lending, and financial services. Then we have product operations, what we call product ops now. They specialize in optimizing workflow tools and cross-functional alignments. And most times they work closely with product owners. If we move ahead, we'll consider also data and execution focused roles. And this is where we have people like product analysts, people that use data and analytics to assess product performance, identify trends, and provide insights to make for product decisions. Then we have product owners. These are people that work within agile teams. They help to define and prioritize backlogs, and ensure alignment to business goals and delivering features. Any questions? Clarification? It's a long list.
Please, I have questions.
Okay, please go ahead.
Is there any role? I've seen this in some articles and even on LinkedIn. Is there any role like the product project manager? I'm asking,
No, because
like, is there a role? Okay.
Okay, I would say no. And why? Because product management and project management are different things. So what you are asking for is what a product owner does. So a lot of times in the product management value chain, the product owner assumes the responsibility of like the project manager.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why a lot of
For some
Scrum
jobs.
Masters.
Okay. Okay. But that means a lot of these recruiters and hiring managers, because I've seen a role like that on LinkedIn. They wanted a product project manager. And when I read the JD, it was all about product as well as project as well, like the two deliverables of a product manager and a project manager, half
I agree
here,
with you.
half there.
Yeah, I agree with you totally that a lot of recruiters are doing that nowadays, and the way Nigerians are, they just want to use one person to, run everything, somebody that will do products and projects at the same time. But ideally, there are two different roles. And the person that manages that value chain in that product, in that PM value chain, is always a product owner. That's a product owner job. The product owner, some people call them Scrum Master, some people call them the Agile, different names. But it's the job of the product owner to ensure delivery of the project.
Okay. Okay. I also want to ask that you expatiate a little bit on that product operations role
On
in the
the
previous.
product ops. Okay.
Yes, product
Yes. So
ops. Please, can
product
you
ops
go back
is
to
a
that
very new
slide,
role.
the previous page
Right, yes.
that has.
This slide, yes.
Yes.
All right. So product ops basically is I won't say it's new, but it's something that is really is coming to the front burner in the PM value chain. So product ops basically, their job are people that help PMs work. And you will get there. Why? Because as a PM, you have so many things you have to handle. You have tools, you have operations, you have communication, you have stakeholder management and everything, There has to be a system for you to work. And that is where product ops come in. Product ops are like the engine. They are like your toolbox. Without you being the one managing the tools. So if you go back to that wheel I showed you earlier, where I'm saying that, how do you communicate between both developer and your customers? How do you manage that gap? That's your product ops. Your product ops is responsible for creating that environment for you. Does that answer you, Chinenye?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Zainab, you wanted to ask something? Please go ahead, Zainab.
Yeah. So I want to ask. So do you mean that to some extent, manager can do a little bit of a project manager's work?
You said, sorry, I didn't get your question properly.
I said, do you mean that to some extent, a product manager can do some of the project manager's work? Because why I said that is, this is why I agreed to what Chineye said. Where I work, I noticed that recently they put out a job role for a product project agile manager. So I was confused that because
Nigerians.
I work with a fintech. Do you understand? I work as a KYC analyst. So when I saw that, I was like, a product project, there was like an iPhone. So I don't know if does it mean that a project manager can also do a work of a project manager?
So if the project manager has a project management training, fine. But ideally, the roles are different. And for me, I would say if they know better, what they are looking for is a product owner. Even though a lot of times, a lot of project managers get to be the one being the product owner, ideally is not right. And I think it's a Nigerian problem that we want to use one person in multiple roles.
Sorry, sir. It's not only Nigerians, though. I still saw one on Upwork today. I've seen this on Upwork multiple times. In fact, they put in product manager / project manager. And they want somebody that can manage backlog, do backlog prioritization, also deliver the product on time. And that's why I asked.
So that's exactly what I'm saying that. So I agree with you, Chinenye, and that's why exactly what I'm saying that it's an understanding issue. And maybe a lot of times we need to also upskill our HR people. In the product management value chain, the person that manages backlogs and everything is the product owner. That's the job of the product owner, which is also similar to the project management. That's basically product ownership. Should the product manager be the product owner? Ideally, no. Can the product manager do it? There are times I have to be the one to do it in projects I've managed because there's nobody doing it. So I have to manage my backlog myself since I designed my roadmap. So if you're saying you're looking for a product manager and you have simply just put it under your JD, that backlog management, you don't need to put it again as project manager. You understand? But I think a lot of times the employers just put it so that, they can, they can just, use it to hold you. And thank you, Ahmed, for saying it. They are clearly different roles. And if you don't separate it, the job of the product manager is wide enough than for us to be dragging them and holding them down with micromanagement. Thank you, Simi, or like you really said it. So that it's just really to just underpay people and micromanage people. Because as a product manager, your focus should be the problem you are solving and your strategy. You can get involved in backlog management once in a while, but have a general view to your backlog management because that's somebody's job. So you have to be very clear. And trust me, when HR people, when they put this stuff out, if you know your onion, you will correct them and let them know that what you're looking for is not. This is what you need. This is what you need. And at times, they themselves put it because they don't know better. Because they don't know better. Just like you said, they just want to save more money, basically. I've been on a project before that, I had to organize the development thing. I had to recruit, source everything for them for the development thing. I had to do it because I have a product to deliver. But was it my job? No. And just like Ahmed said, it burns me on the long run. Because when the delivers did not deliver, like the stakeholders want. Who do you think was the problem? It's your people. You brought them. I'm like, yes, it's my people. I brought them, but our jobs are different. So it is important that you understand these dynamics. And you understanding the dynamic is part of your professionalism. That's why you're in this class. So that when people are telling you that no, you can probably tell them that what you need is a product owner. But it's because ideally these employers just want to pack one person that can do 4, 5, 6, 7 roles, or they just have what are you people doing safe? Maybe just to sit down in front of consumer. No. Some of them don't. A lot of them don't know the difference. A lot of them don't. That's the honest truth. You see, he said, I mean, thank you very much. You can see all the messages. If you are not in the chat, in the message section, just go and check the message and see everybody giving different experiences. Why it is important we separate these roles. Oh, sorry, Damilola, your hand has been up for a while. Please go ahead and talk, please, Damilola.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. I just want to ask if there is anything like enterprise products manager.
Yes, there are enterprise PMs. Some of them you call them platform product managers, and some of them you call them the B2B product managers. Yes, there are.
And yes, what's the difference between the B2B and the B2C products manager?
So B2B focuses on platforms that deliver business to business. So for instance, there are companies that all they deliver, all the products they develop are products that other businesses use. So it's not to consumers. It's not for consumer users. It's for other businesses to help improve their own businesses. Some examples are just APIs. So that's a B2B product manager. That's a B2B business. B2C, on the other hand, are business to consumers. So they deliver products that end users are consumers, not necessarily business. So that's just the difference.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So moving ahead, we also have data and execution focused roles. Like I said, okay, we already got here. We have the product analysts and the product owners, which in our own, for our non-PM, they call that, those are our own projects. Those are the people we call our own project managers. Then we have user experience and design focus roles where you have UX product managers or you have conversational AI PMs. Those are the people that design your chatbot, your VAs, and your AI-driven interactions and things like that. Also, a very new emerging role that is coming up is new. We call them the Web3 product managers. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about Web3 is the new thing now.
Yes, so
Yes.
Yeah, I got a role for that recently. I had to run when I saw the job description. I'm like, people are big. I want to live long. Then we have people that have do sustainability product managers. These are people I'm into the is it SDG or WHO SDG goals and things like that, eco-friendly, ethical, socially responsible products and things like that. I see someone said Web3 is the new oil. People that have mind, let me remember where I am. I know, yeah. We are talking blockchain, crypto, and different decentralized platforms and all of that now. Yeah. So that's Web3. Then lastly, before we end class today, we will talk also about product management tools. I can't read all this. This is a lot. And this is one of the biggest headaches for PMs because it is a lot. You guys remember what I said in the beginning of this class, the machetes, the cutlass, and the machine gun analysis. So I've just breezed through different products and different things we use for different things. And one thing you will notice there is this. I'll come back to this analogy later. Yes, Ramati, I will edit the slides and share with you. The analysis I will give is this. There's no one tool that solves it all. pick the one you want to use, master it, but not to use it very well, just like I said. So in product management, for road mapping and strategy, what are the tools you can use? It's a product, yeah. You also have product board, you have road monk, you have air focus. For user research and feedback tools, you have Typeform, SurveyMonkey, Hotjar, user testing, Qualtrics. For project and task management tools, you have Jira, you have Trello, you have Asana, you have ClickUp, you have Monday. For product analytics and data management and data analytics, we use this to track APIs, to track user behavior and measuring product success. We have Google Analytics, we have Mixpanel, we have Amplitude, we have EAP, we have W. Ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you that all these products here, I can tell you that I've had to use 90% of them. I've had to learn 90% of them and use 90% of them. I am not joking. Exactly, Ramona. So as a PM, these are part of your arsenal. And this is where, Chineye, your question comes in. This is where your product ops come in. If you have a team of product ops, you don't have to bother about all this. Because they will manage that process of all these tools for you. You just have to log in, get info, get data, and everything for you. The setting up, the training, the usage, and everything, product ops will handle that for you. Moving forward, for wireframing and prototyping, we have Figma, we have Sketch, we have Balasmic, we have Adobe XD, we have InVision. For A/B testing and experimentation tools, we have Optimizely, Google Optimize, and VWO. For customer feedback and communication tools, we have Zendesk, Intercom, Drift, Pendo. API and developer collaboration tools, we have Postman, we have Swagger, and we have GitHub. For competitive analysis and market research tools, we have Crayon, we have SEMrush, SimilarWeb, Confluent, and for documentation and knowledge management tools, we have Confluent, we have Notion, we have Coda. Okay, we have 7 minutes more. Okay, so technically and officially, this is the end of this class. So I said I'll come back to this. Product management tools. So on one side, you see product stack. On one side. And this is my own free gift to you in this class today. In my research and in my experience of work, is this. Do you want to take your time to learn? So like I said I've used 90%. In me using 90% means that I've had to train myself on a lot of those products, one after the other. Some of them, they have exams. Some of them, you have to take certifications, and every one of them, I had to do all of them. Then recently, early last year, I came in contact with a product. It's called Zoo. And believe me, I found out that Zoo has every one of all these other products as a complete package. So it means I just have to learn Zoo. And I can do my productivity, my business processing, sales, marketing, operations, finance, HR, support, project management, product management, all under one platform. Even though a lot of now, yes, Zoho is a paid service. Trust me, it is. But let me break it down to you this way. On an average, every one of those other products, you will pay about maybe $15 to $20 per product per user. And with Zoho, per user, it's about 12,000 naira. With tax, about 13K. It's not even up to 13,000 per user. So which is cheaper for you every month? Look at it that way. Yes, it's the same Zoho meeting platform. So Zoho Meeting is one of the products under Zoho. So what Zoho has done is Zoho has packages. I think they have Zoho One, they have Zoho Workplace, They have different Zoho things. But for me as a PM, I think Zoho 1 covers everything you need as a PM. Chinenye, yes, please go ahead. Damilola, your hands are still up. Do you want to ask another question?
My question is this. I'm asking with regard to tools that organizations use. Let's assume following this recommendation now, one has gone ahead to learn everything about Zoho or whatever tools you might have even learned. And then you get a job in an organization. And in that organization, they are using, let's say, Go High Level. And that is what they use.
Okay.
So how do you blend all this together? Like, how do you come in? You have to still start learning. I'm just asking curiously, like in your experience, how do you merge these things? Like what the organizations use, and they are not going to change it for you because you just came, and what you already know. How do we
All right.
marry the two?
Thank you very much. Chinenye. That's a very good question. I was actually going to go there. That's a very, very good question. Good. So if you're entering an organization and they already have their stacks already, set, they're not going to change and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, you will learn that stack. I mean, if you still want to work there, no. But one thing I also know about organization is this, that if you prefer a solution that is cheaper for them and that also deliver, I mean, even the learning curve it might take a while, or might be easier, even though the learning curve is easier, really, with time they will move. And also, if you are coming in on board, I actually believe that it really depends on how they are being brought into the organization. Are you coming in as a consultant, or are you coming in as a staff? There are two different narratives, and it also means there are two different approaches to how you can sell this to them, because they can have all the stacks. It doesn't mean what is the handshake between their processes, because that also itself can be a problem in their product management or in their operations management. Because if you have too many software that are not communicating with each other, that's a problem also on its own. It is work for the staff. So if you say they're not going to change it for you, are you selling them a narrative that you want them to change their operation stack because of you? Or you want them to change their operation stack to ease their operations, to make it swifter, easier, and make communication easy for everybody in the organization? I don't know if you get the analysis. So it's really depending on you, it's depending on the organization, and it's depending on how you are brought in. Don't forget, as a product manager, so what is the first thing you look at when you enter the organization? What is the problem? Will changing their stack solve their problem for them? If it will, or try, as in, hook, line, sinker, pursue it. That's your job. They will come back and thank you for it. They will come back and see your value. That was when this person came that opened our eyes. That is you solving a problem for them. God bless you, Samuel. Problem always. What is the problem? So it's not about changing the stack. It's about what is the problem. Don't forget that. So 1 minute to end of class. I said I don't want to extend too much. So before we go to questions, I won't be able to take so much questions. I'll leave the assignments for next class. So this is the assignments you're going to do. Yeah. You're going to share the 3 digital products that you use daily and what problem they are solving for you. You're also going to share 3 digital products that you don't use. And you also share the problem you think they solve for their users. Problem, don't forget. So that's your assignment. But I'm also going to add something to that assignment. If you want to submit this, fine. If you don't want to submit this, use it as a self-assessment for you. But it would be nice if we can all discuss it together for the people that are okay for us to discuss it in next class. So the next class I'll take, we'll discuss it. With all this I've taken that we have discussed today, you need to ask yourself these questions. Why product management for me? For me, what is most interesting or appealing about product management? Question 3, what seems to be the most challenging about product management? how do I plan to deal with this challenge? Are there specific industries I would like to build a career in? What type of product management do I want to become? What do I want to achieve right now being a PM? And what do I want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years as a PM? That's all. So if you want us to share in class, you can drop it in the group. If you don't want to, maybe you will share personally. It's just something to help us gain clarity. I like these questions very well. Help us gain clarity. Help us know, when purpose is not known. They say abuse is inevitable, that you are certain that this is a path you want to follow. There are questions you want to ask yourself. So plus your assignments. So from me, that'll be the end of class for today. So questions, answers, additions, subtractions, clarifications. Okay, all right, you want to turn that privately. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Shola something saying it's better we have it in a Google form. Ezeibe, yes, please go ahead. Ask your question. Say okay. Something you help us set up that Google form. Oh, yeah, set up the Google form and share it. Then you can drop it in the group, in the Slack group. We all fill it from there. Ezeibe, please go
Hello,
ahead.
sir.
Ask your question, please. Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear
Please
me?
go ahead.
I
Yes, loud
didn't
and clear, sir.
I didn't get the last slide before this thank you slide. Please can you go back?
Okay, which slide is that?
The last one before this thank you. you. Yeah, Yes, slide.
Okay, the assignment slide.
yes, I
This
need to
slide.
take it. Yes.
All right.
And the other one, not the one that they wrote something like assessment. Not this one actually,
All
yes,
right,
this
this
one.
one.
Yes,
All right.
self-assessment. Okay. Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question, clarification? I hope this class has been worth it for us today. I hope you have learned something new. I hope it's piqued your interest. Yes, Damilola, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Please, I just need you to clarify something. Among the
Yes.
tools, are we to learn the Zoho or other tools?
No, no.
I didn't really get.
So what I said is this: I just gave you options. Yeah. You as a PM will sit down and look at what is the best tool, that you think works best for you as a PM. Also, you might have to adapt to the tools the first tools you get to work with, or the first tools where you get to work, where you are working. What are the tools they use there? For a lot of PMs, those are the tools they've accepted as their own tools. But you might want to do some further research and see what works best for me. Yes, Chinenye, we are submitting in the Slack channel like we did the last class. Fatima, please go ahead. Yes, Latifa, we'll share the slides. You will see the assignments in the slides. Fatima, please go ahead. You can unmute. Okay, I think Fatima is not talking again. All right, Damilola, thank you guys. Do you want to close the class,
Thank you
Damilola?
so
Any other
much.
questions? Damilola, it's your floor.
Okay, thank you, Sakolumi. Thank you so much. Please, can I see sticker of exactly? Thank you, thank you. The class has been so impactful. Like there are a lot. I don't even know where to start from. If I want to paraphrase everything that you've said, but it's filled with a lot of knowledge, a lot of eye-opening for those that are still beginners, those that are still trying to find clarity if this is what they want or not. So thank you very much, Sakalumi. And the one thing I got is that product management managers, are all about problem. That is, you have to look for a problem. Like you have to fall in love with problem and not just the solution. So you have to look anywhere you find yourself, look for where and solve. I don't know if I'm communicating. So let's say I would send the assignment again for those that did not get it. And for the self assessment question also, I will resend that also on the platform for those that are not in class that would like to have it also before they obviously watch the recordings. And so I think with that we can call it a night. Everybody, I'm very sure your book will be packed because my book is packed. It is really packed right now. So thank you very much. Thank you. I get to understand the differences between product manager, project manager and program manager. I really didn't even know that there's something like program manager, but I knew product manager and project, but I never knew there was like program also. So, but thank you, Sir Kolumi, um for this teaching and the training, and for the deadline of the
Thank you
assignment.
very much.
Sir, Sir
I
Kolumi.
said thank you very much.
Okay, okay, no problem, sir. And for the deadline for the submission of the assignment, I think it should be next week. I mean, sorry, tomorrow by 12 or Monday in the morning by 8 latest. You can submit because even what am I even saying tomorrow? The assignment is something that we did in our discussion also because we talked about digital product. I mean, product that we use. So it's something that we did in our discussion. So by tomorrow morning, I know tomorrow is Sunday, but we can do the assignment and have it submitted tonight.
That means please, let's make it Monday. Let's make it Monday. Let's make it COB.
Okay,
That means let's make it COB Monday. Please, let's do Monday, please.
okay, sir. Okay, no
Please.
problem, sir.
Monday is best.
So our
Please
instructor
also
has
mention products we didn't discuss in class. Mention products we didn't discuss in class, please.
okay. So our instructor has pleaded on our behalf to extend the time. So on Monday morning by 8 a.m., so we have a lot of time to do our assignments. So I think that will be all for tonight's training. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sir Kolumi, for your time. Thank you to as many people that made themselves available. Thank you and have a wonderful night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Damilola.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
Damilola.
night, sir.
Thank you very
Pelumi.
much.
Thank you
Good
very
night,
Good
Sir
much.
Pelumi. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
night. Good night, Oreo. Good night, Kua.